Hey guys.
Hi.
We're back. We've been away for a while, but today we wanted to follow up with our video about validation that we promised and teased in our last video.
We're going to talk about it mainly in regards to us and how we validate Marley and her feelings, but this also is really applicable towards a bunch of different scenarios, like you with your spouse, you with anyone really. But we'll be talking about mainly us and Marley, obviously.
That's all we talk about
Marley
anyway.
and
That's pretty much all we ever. Well, yeah, I guess it's in the name, huh?
Talk about what validation is.
So, validation is essentially connecting. It's connecting with your kid's emotional side of their brain. And I think oftentimes as parents, we don't even realize what parts of their brain are actually working and what's happening and what messages are being sent. And so I think oftentimes when Marley is being emotional or expressing some level of emotion, we have really worked on trying to, first of all, educate her. She doesn't know what that means. She doesn't know that when her heart starts beating fast and she's looking at the vacuum, which sometimes she likes and sometimes she doesn't, is really scaring her. First is the educational piece, and then also allowing her to know that it's okay. It's okay to feel all those things, even if they're uncomfortable or yucky or not fun. It's okay to feel all those things. So validation is essentially connecting with someone and saying, I hear you. I hear you. It's okay to feel how you feel. And when you feel like somebody's actually connecting and taking into consideration how you feel about something, it is very calming and soothing. And comforting. And Kim, the video that Kim is about to post as a part of this is amazing. And she does it, I feel like I would overthink it, but the way she does it, I couldn't explain it good enough to show you the example of how she coaches Marley through a specific incident where she's scared but sad and a little bit, mixed and doesn't really know what she's feeling. And Kim just absolutely nailed it. Like I wasn't there, I was working, and I watched this video and I was so impressed by it because it's such a hard thing to do, to take yourself out of it and then allow your child to feel what they're feeling and let them know that it's okay and understandable.
Right. But I should mention that this is definitely not something that comes naturally necessarily. It didn't for me, at least. It's something that I have to intentionally remind myself in terms of how I'm responding to her and really practice it and make it something where it's just comes out of me naturally. But at first it didn't, because when Mark was kind of trying to first explain it to me, I always viewed it as, so if Marley's telling me she's scared, my immediate reaction, what comes right out of my mouth is, you don't need to be scared, because as a parent, you want them not to be scared, right? Or not to be sad or not to be mad. So you would tell them, you don't need to be that, you don't need to be blah.
They're bad feelings that nobody likes. So your instinct is to tell them, don't feel that.
Right, but what that's doing is it's essentially, as you simplify that sentence, it's just don't feel. So you're feeling scared, well, don't feel that. And over time, for a child, that just, they become ingrained to not have those feelings, or at least not to communicate them. And you'll see in the video clip we're gonna add to this that it's okay to talk about those feelings. It helps work her through it, and then it also helps that she becomes confident and comfortable to come to us if she is feeling one of those things, and we can work through it with her. So I think the big thing is that you're not saying, if Marley comes to us and says, obviously she's not speaking verbally, but if she says, I'm scared of the vacuum, we're not validating her and saying, you should be scared of the vacuum. That's what I used to think validation was. I didn't want to reinforce her scared feeling, but validation is more so saying, I hear you. It's okay that you're feeling that way. I understand why you feel that way. And then now let's work through it. And
then even describing, like, it's loud. It can be, it can move fast. It sometimes seems like it's uncontrollable and it sucks things up. So I think too, what you did in the video, and what I think to add to that is the explanation and being able to explain to that part of the brain of, this is why. It's okay that you're scared, and here's probably why, know.
And then also always following it up with that, I don't want to use solution as the right word, but kind of that resolution of, but you're safe. I hear you. I hear that you're scared. That must not feel good to feel that way. I understand why you feel that way, but just know that you're safe. I've got you, you know, and then kind of explaining a vacuum is loud, and, you know, kind of explaining her through that thing that she might have been sad or scared or mad about.
And I think it's important to clarify there's certain scenarios where this wouldn't be effective. There are certain, like, if your child has like really severe anxiety and they're older, you know, sometimes reassuring and using reassurance can be unhelpful. But in this situation where we're really just developing her and she's a toddler, if we feel safe, it's okay to feel safe. So for us, if we are able to assess the situation to be congruent with really what's happening, instead of having too much fear in a situation where we're really in control. So it's kind of a balance there.
Yeah. So we're going to play a clip for you. This was today, just to give you a little backstory of what had just happened before I hit record. I was eating lunch in our kitchen. Marley was playing over in the living room, and she very much wanted me to stop what I was doing and come and vacuum the house with her. Like we've said, sometimes she loves vacuuming, sometimes she's afraid of it. So she very much wanted me to go vacuum with her, and I pretty much was saying, no, Marley, I'm eating my lunch, but I'll do it later. And then she signed to me that she felt sad. And so she walked over to me after she signed that she was feeling sad, and she came to me, and I hit record to try to get a glimpse of kind of how I worked through that with her. So we're going to share that with you now.
It's awesome. It's really cool. I mean, it's you I don't even know if I could pull it off. I mean, it's a really, I could if I worked at it, but I will work at it. It's phenomenal.
Thank
Mama.
you.
Really proud of you for
All
that.
right, here it is.
Okay.
Marley, what did you just tell Mama? What's over there? Mama's gonna finish my lunch, and then I'll go vacuum with you, okay? You understand?
Yeah.
You do understand? You gave me a sad face. Are you sad? Oh boy. Can you tell me why? Is it because you want Mama to vacuum right now? And I'm not going to because I'm eating lunch? Is that why you feel sad? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. I understand. I understand why you feel sad. That would make me feel sad too if I wanted to do something and it wasn't happening. So it makes sense that you feel that way. But I'm gonna vacuum as soon as I'm done eating lunch, okay? Just not right now, because I'm eating. Okay? Does that make sense? You do understand? Does that make you happy to think about when we're gonna vacuum? As soon as I'm done eating, we're gonna go vacuum the house together. Is that exciting? Is that what you want to do? Yes? No? What do you want to do? Can I have a kiss with your hands? I love you. I love you. Thank you for talking that through with me. Do you feel better? Do you feel happy? Happy? You feel scared? What makes you feel scared? What makes you feel scared right now, baby? Is it your hearing aids? Or are they, I can hear them loud in your ears. Is that what it is? They're screeching. Do you want me to take them out for now? No? Okay. Enough, Franklin. Yeah. Marley, you want to talk about what was making you feel scared? So I think maybe what it is that you were feeling sad that we weren't vacuuming because you really wanted to vacuum the house, right? That's how it started. And then maybe I think you remembered that sometimes the vacuum makes you feel scared, even though you kind of like doing it, right? When it's loud, it kind of scares you sometimes. Is that what it was? Did I nail it? Scared. It's okay to feel scared. Sometimes if it's a loud noise, that can feel scary. But just know that you're safe. And it's okay to come and let me know if you're feeling scared or sad. And we'll talk about it, okay? Does that work? Does that make you happy? Flowers, yeah. Thank you for coming to tell me what you were feeling instead of yelling. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Can I have a hug and a kiss? Mwah. Can I have a kiss with your hands? I remember I was eating lunch. I'll just eat your fingers instead. Should I just eat your fingers instead? Yeah, I was recording us so we can show people how we talk you through when you're feeling some yucky feelings, right? You're such a beautiful girl. You want to say hi to everybody? Or you could say bye-bye. Or you can just look at them with those beautiful eyes. I love you. You want to say bye to everyone?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Say I love you. Can we practice saying it? Are you ready? I love you. Love you too, babe.
So you all just saw the video. What I think was so awesome about it was you can kind of see the progression of Marley's emotion. And I feel like emotions are a difficult thing to kind of pinpoint and see, but what's cool is Marley is really expressive. So you can kind of see how it starts off where she's communicating them. You know, she's saying, I'm sad. So you see the sadness, and then all of a sudden she starts to think more about the vacuum, and you see her get scared, and she clings and gets really tense and tight and kind of doesn't really like to look at the things she's scared of. And then as Kim is coaching her and guiding her through it, and basically saying, I hear you, it's okay, of course it's reasonable that you're scared, you can see the light bulb switch where she's like, oh, what I'm feeling is normal, it'll get better. And you can kind of see the progression in her facial features and her body language, like
and just how playful she gets.
How playful she gets towards the end. She's laughing, like, and that's a really neat progression of, I can start in a 10-minute session. I can start really sad, become scared, and move myself through it if I just let myself feel it.
So we hope that you found that helpful. We hope maybe you can implement some of those things and find it helpful in your own parenting. We'll probably do more videos on this because this is a pretty big topic. We'll share also on how to go through that maybe in a situation where your child is feeling mad, because that can look a little bit different.
That's a little harder.
Right, when they're in like a temper tantrum or they're in a meltdown, how you can then use some of those same concepts in that scenario too. So that's also kind of coming like down the road.
Yeah, it's easier to validate feelings that you feel like that you can have empathy for, where you don't want them to be scared or sad. But when anger is aimed at you, it's not as easy because then now you're facing your own stuff. So.
Yeah. So we'll touch on that in later videos on our channel, but we hope you found today helpful. If you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel. We would love that. Please like the video and we'll definitely make more content. Also, feel free to comment on anything that you might be interested in hearing more about. And we'll hopefully see you guys soon. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Remember, parents with presents.
They're the best kind.
Thanks. I just felt like I looked weird. Sorry.
Oh.
I mean, that's fair.
I should redo all that?
No, but you were like digging your ear.
Just now it was, yeah. Not the whole time. Was it the whole time?
I can't confirm. Hi. Oh.
Hey.
No.
I'm not sure.
Sweet coop, doggy.
It's a good coupe. It's a nice coupe.
We
drink out of coupes.
How's your coupe of wine?
It's actually a coupe of spritzer.
Got it.
Spritzer. Okay.